Good day, comrades. So today we're going to try out Gwent, and I've just completed the tutorial. So I saw Gwent was available on Steam. Originally I'm just playing cards, the World War II card game. Now we're trying Gwent out. So let's see, it says time for some training with your first faction deck. This part will only take a few minutes. Okay, let's try this out. So far the art looks good, and they're moving, they're animated. Okay, let's try playing monsters first, since this is recommended. Monsters deck. Show no remorse, consuming each other for power. So is this something like a black deck in Magic the Gathering, where if you sacrifice creatures you get better bonuses, or if you lose life? Let's check the other decks. Skellige. Embrace death and wounds sustained in combat. So something like an aggressive deck, I'm thinking. Nilfgaard. Cripple enemies through disruption and espionage. Something like blue. A control deck. That's all I can guess so far. I haven't really played this, except for just the tutorial, the basic tutorial, like how many cards you can play, what are the types of cards. Let's see, Northern Realms, unite the kingdoms and set loose their engines of war. Or Scoia'tael, guerrilla fighters and set traps. So these are the elves. These are the Northern Realms, Nilfgaard and Skellige. Okay, let's try monsters, since they recommended it to us. Okay, what's this? A short tutorial video? Wild Hunt Rider. Dominance. Carapace ability. Trigger this ability if you control the highest unit in the battlefield. Boost an allied unit by 3, give it shield. Charge 2. Okay, there's still many terms that are new to me, so I just have to... What's Thrive? Whenever you play an ally with higher power. Something like Evolve ability from Magic. Consume a bronze unit. Okay, so I could choose either a Dominate deck, a Thrive deck, or a Consume deck. So Thrive has this feeling of more of tempo or combo. I'm not sure what term you could use for that, but that means every unit I need to play after the weaker one should be higher and should have higher power. Dominate, what's important is I keep one big unit on the field and then protect it if possible. For consume cards, so what, they eat up monsters in the graveyard. And if they consumed it, they get the power of that high powered unit. Okay, so originally this one was 1 power, and then it went up to 10 when it consumed the 9 power card from the graveyard. Okay, let's try Consume. This looks interesting. We'll try the other decks later.
Any last words?
No, sir. Or was that my hero who said that? Okay. 3 redraws remaining. Thrive. Still, is it Thrive? No ability. but it's 9. No ability. Boost it by 3 instead. So what we could do is first play the cards with no abilities, the big cards with no abilities, and then have this have the consume unit. Do I have consume the ally unit? Oh, banish it instead. Okay. So can we consume this? So this unit will consume. Let's redraw that. So the mulligan system for Gwent is kind of different. So when I click on this card, it's just going to give me a random card, another random card from the deck. Let's try to damage random unit, enemy unit by 2. Death Wish, something like when it destroys, it gets destroyed. Repeat to deploy ability. Nice! Cards are moving. Remove this. What? Let's redraw that. What else did I got? Necrophage, Ozrel. Consume a unit from your opponent's graveyard or consume a unit from your graveyard. So it's going to hurt the opponent if he plays a strong card, goes to the graveyard. Okay. So let's start, of course, with a Necker. Let's spawn it here. And what's my hero's, what's my leader's ability? Boost an allied unit by 3, give it shield, charge 2. We have 2 charges, so let's just end the turn. So his ability was destroy an allied monster, spawn it, play a base copy of it. Okay, but it doesn't have a Death Wish ability. So we could, in order to increase the power of the Neckers, we could use this Archer Spore. Okay, that's good. You can only play 1 card at a time. I'd like to use another Archer Spore, but you control the highest unit in the battlefield, so that counts even against this. Immunity means this card cannot be manually targeted. Okay. Let's play a nice giant, just so we could consume it on the later rounds. Boost an allied unit by 5, then banish self. So we have 7 cards left. The opponent has 8 cards. We could force him to play 2 cards by passing the turn. Initiative, we could go, and we both have 7 cards, so I'll choose not to play and then just pass the turn, so at least on the later rounds we have card advantage. So I gave up as well. Okay, good. Now I'll be forced to play for the next round. So we got to keep the cards from the previous round. Boost an allied unit by 1, boost it by 3 instead. Okay, we could start with the harpy egg, and then Archer Spore. And then we could boost it with, and then on our third draw we use Abaya to trigger a bronze unit's death wish ability. What's a harpy? Does anyone know what a harpy is? Wait, harpy. 5, so its power is 5. Okay, let's keep this. Let's keep this hand. I'm really still not sure if a hand is good for playing, but Wild Hunt Rider. Deploy dominance, summon. So if I deploy this first, it's going to summon a copy. That looks like a better play. Summon. Then we give it a shield. So before he activates this, we could already damage him by 5. And we pass the turn. So I already have 1 win. I could give up this round, but I'd like to try and win this and end it with just two rounds instead of going for a 3-round game. Let me see the graveyard. We could have him consume the ice giant. Played an archer spore first. Not sure. Okay, Wild Hunt Rider. Won't get a copy there. Let's put in a harpy egg. Okay, now we play Abaya and spawn that harpy. Okay. So one thing unique with Gwent is there's really no direct combat. The effects or the damage happens when you play the card. If ever he decides to take out Old Spear Tip, then we'll be able to consume him from the graveyard.
The mysteries of time and space, all of them.
Okay, so we're playing the Wild Hunt Navigator. We were able to boost our Wild Hunt Rider by 3 additional points because it has the dominance ability. So looking at the difference here, we're already far ahead of the enemy in terms of power. But hopefully these 3 remaining cards in his hand are not power cards. I really want to end it on round 2 instead of going to round 3. Okay, let's go into consume bronze unit. Let's see what it is. Hopefully it's a big one. So we can have Geralt. Oh, we can't deploy it on the melee row. Okay. So let's just play Osram. And have him consume Mithril from the enemy's graveyard. And then we shield Old Spear Tip. Just protect him from damage. So I think we're really far ahead. We can go ahead and pass, and playing Geralt won't really add anything. Just 3 points, and we can't destroy any unit with 9 power on the enemy side, so let's just pass a turn. the monster then. That was nice, that was fun. Although I still had to get used. Still have to get used to the cards. Monster cake. Okay, you can open that up.
Yup! Must smash smash! Shoot show!
What's this? What's this? Open your keg. Okay. Oh, so it's like packs, card packs. Alright. There's a choice of 1 out of 3. Let's go with the heartbeat egg. Okay, so that's it for our first trial into Gwent. So see you again next time, comrades.